Episode 100. There has been 100 episodes of Shut Up, I'm Talking.
That was your intro. You're like, Tom, I've got a good intro.
There's more. Don't worry. There's 100 episodes of Shut Up, I'm Talking. That is almost 2 years of Shut Up, I'm Talking. 4 episodes away from 2 years of Shut Up, I'm Talking.
No, 120 years.
Are you stupid? You think there's 60 weeks in a year?
Oh, sorry, continue.
52 weeks in a year.
Sorry.
Yeah. So 104. I don't need to get into this with you.
Yeah, it's all right.
So we have a very special episode for you. You've probably already seen our 100th episode special vlog thing. I don't know what it was. We had a day. We had a day. And you've seen that, but now is for the episode where we look back, we reflect
on Shut Up, I'm Talking!
Shut up, I'm talking, shut up, I'm talking, shut up, I'm talking, shut up, I'm talking, shut up, shut up, shut up, I'm talking, shut up, shut up.
That was all right.
Yeah.
We sort of said that roughly.
Yeah, it was
in
good.
unison.
Jack,
and
how
you may be
are
thinking
you?
quickly before we start.
Hang on, I asked you how you are. No, because I asked you how you are.
There's a really pressing...
No, so don't just ignore how I asked you.
There's something pressing for the viewers right now. They're looking at us and they're thinking, why on earth are they dressed in suits? Well, you see, it's 100 episodes, so one, it's a celebration, but two, I don't know if you've ever noticed before, the acronym of the podcast, Shut Up, I'm Talking, spells suit. That's the sort of creativity you can expect from us, as you already have come to know over 100 episodes.
I'm actually in a tux, and it doesn't spell tux.
No, but tux is a form of suit.
Well, let's not get into politics.
We could
now.
be in a boiler suit; it would still be a suit.
And we have lots of things. If you're watching with your eyes and not listening with your ears, you'll notice that in our set today there is 100 different items that all correlate to the podcast that have been set up by our lovely team.
There are 100 references. That's what it is. I love a reference. I must admit, if you can get all 100, you're pretty impressive because I don't even recognise all 100.
So you can go through.
I know 90%
in the comments and look at them. But I have to ask, Jack.
Sahur.
It's been 3 weeks since we filmed, since LA.
It has.
Since the LA sessions, people are calling it. How have you been?
I'm well.
We've hardly seen one another.
I know. I've just been chilling.
Have you enjoyed your month off?
Yeah, I've been chilling. I went to Margate. It's all right, so imagine if you know how Brighton's like a seaside town, it's lovely. Imagine if you went to another seaside town that wasn't as good. That's what Margate is. I don't know why I did it, but you know how everyone always talks about when you get to a seaside town and you're driving and you have that first moment you go, I can see the sea. Well, I've gotten used to that because that's everywhere in Brighton and I drive here all the time. But for some reason I got to Margate and I don't think I actually knew prior to heading there that it was a seaside town. So I went, there's the sea! And I got that same feeling that I haven't had in years. So that was nice, I suppose. But otherwise, it was
good.
It was a bit shit. How was it? How are you?
Oh, I've had a great time. I've been dancing, Jack. I've been traveling around England. I've been having a wonderful, relaxing time. I've been on the beach. I've been taking it sweet and easy, my friend. I've been one relaxed guy. You know?
Should really undo that button on your
No,
jacket.
you want the one button on, Jack, for a tuxedo.
No, because you know how crazy you look right now when you. Because your jacket
been a beautiful
is
but
bunching.
Jack, what is this? Just a talk, unstructured podcast? No, I'd genuinely throw myself off the pier if it was that. No, Jack. Guess what? And I've said this 100 times. No, I haven't. I said it 99 times. I'm going to say it 100th more. We have a podcast with a segment, and the segment is, what is a bad thing that's happened to you?
The worst moment of the
worst moment of the week. Jack, would you like to go first?
All right, I will. My worst moment, well, as you guys will know, I went horse riding. I went to learn how to horse ride. I've never ridden a horse before. I've ridden a donkey once in Skegness, which many of you will know these days because for some reason Skegness is a current meme. That's really weird to me. Because,
really?
Yes. For Skeggy Butlins is currently like a big meme, which is really weird because that's where I went on my first holiday when I was 2.
Everyone knows Skegness.
Well, no, just people from the Midlands, I think.
Oh, yeah, you got to go down Skeg.
Innit, of course. But anyway, I rode a horse, which is bigger than a donkey. So, did that, had a lot of fun. But this was the problem, right? Turns out horse riding is a weirdly like clothing-driven sport in that you have to wear the right clothes for the occasion. And we were gracefully gifted a bunch of very nice clothes, right, to go horse riding in. And I was having to change all the time. And it got to the end of the day, and I was like, finally, I can change back into my clothes. I went into the bathroom, and I grabbed my shorts and my T-shirt that I'd worn there, because I'm a shorts and T-shirt guy. It was warm. I don't want to be wearing all these skinny horse trousers and a shirt and a tie and shit, right? So anyway,
You have to wear a shirt and a tie
yeah, you have
to
to wear,
ride an animal.
but yeah, you have to wear a shirt and a tie, but it's like a weird, like rubbery. It's not like a normal shirt and tie. It's like a weird material, not like in the way you're thinking. You're thinking of latex, which is
I wasn't.
perverse
But
thing.
now
to think
I
of.
am thinking of that. But actually,
It
you
wasn't
thought
that.
of that, which
I
now
thought you were,
But
'cause you
really,
pulled
in
the
a way,
face.
you've said that you're.
Well, let's move on. Anyway, so I went to the bathroom to change, and I took my shorts and my t-shirt in, and I went to put on my shorts, picked them up, and as I picked them up, a fucking massive spider dropped out of my shorts. There'd been a spider in my shorts where my genitals go. I was very upset because I don't like spiders. I really don't like spiders. There's very little that really, really disturbs me, and it's spiders. That's it. So I was like, I don't want to wear these anymore. And the problem is, when I picked up the shorts and the spider fell out, you know where it fell? I watched it fall directly into the sleeve of my shirt and go inside.
Oh!
So I've now, I shake the shorts a bunch and I put them on, but now I'm sat here thinking, I've got to grab the shirt and there's a spider in it. And the one thing I don't want from the spiders, by the way, this is the only reason I'm so scared of them. I don't want them to touch me. I'm really scared that they're going to, I don't know, I just don't like it. Don't touch me. So I don't want it to touch me. So I have to pick up the shirt. I just pick it up and I go, I just shake it like a fucking madman. I just whip this shirt around this, like, ultimately what is a stranger's bathroom. And I'm just whipping this shirt around, right? And then I just don't see a spider come out. At any point do I see it's a big enough spider, I feel like I would have seen it. I don't see a spider come out of the shirt. I'm not happy about this. So I turn the shirt completely inside out. I shake it again. No spider. I'm now concerned. What if when I turn the shirt inside out, it like a genius went on the other side and it's somehow like a genius Albert Einstein spider managing to go on the inside of the shirt whichever way I turn it because it just knows because it's smart. But eventually, because I've been now in this bathroom for 10 minutes and everyone's thinking, why is he taking so long to get changed? And it's suspicious. I'm like, I've got to just put this on. So I have to put the shirt on. But then I go out and I'm like, guys, I've got a spider on me. And then David, Esme's dad, who helps with the filming, just decided he went, I'll have a look for you. And then sort of did a thing on my back trying to trick me it was a spider, but it was obviously a bloke's hand because a spider's not that big, is it? He doesn't have big legs like this. It's your big fingers, David. Obviously, it's obviously your big meaty fingers and not a spider. So I didn't fall for it. But it's just not what I needed there. It's just not what I needed in that moment. So anyway, that was my worst moment of the
That
week.
is bad. That is a bad moment.
Yeah, I suppose it was last week, but I
it's
cheat.
all right. It's been 3 weeks, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. Fair, come on. That was good.
Thank you.
My worst moment, right? I had a nice little holiday last week up in Yorkshire. I was staying up with some family friends. I had a lovely time. And there was this lovely, like, sort of riverbank you could walk along. And I'd walked along it about 3 or 4 times. And there was little, like, kind of bridges you could go over to the other side of the river. And I was like, I'd spent about 4 days having lovely, relaxing walks at about 6 p.m. to 8 p.m., just like an hour along. Really relaxing, right? By myself, really quiet area in Yorkshire, you know. It was great. And every time I've been doing it, I've been leaving my phone at home, you know, because I'm like one of those like, oh yeah, I don't want my phone on me. I'm disconnected, like one of those guys, you know. And I cross on the other side of the river and there's this beautiful field and I'm walking through it and I'm like, this is amazing. And now I'm on the other side of the river. And to get back, I need to go all that way. And I go, you know what? I swear I remember when I was with one of the locals, I walked along this path, like on the opposite side of the river. So one side is like this easy path. The other side is woods. And in between there's a river. I'd like to say the river was probably from about there to there. So not the longest thing, you know, very controlled in like a residential area. You could swim through it. I was like, okay. I was like, you know what? I'm going to walk through the woods by myself with no phone and nothing on me. I have nothing on me, no possessions. I can do this. There's a river.
You don't get mugged then.
Of course not. I go, there's a river right there. I can always follow along to get back. I'm going to walk alongside it. And it's a very, very steep on this side. It is, I'd say, like from there to that, like impossibly steep. It's a really steep sort of hillside I'm walking along. And the other side's a flat pavement with houses alongside. There's the river. So I walk alongside the river and all to my right is countryside. There's all forest. And I walk through the forest and I'm like, hell yeah. I'm walking through the forest. I'm amongst the trees. I see a badger. I see an actual live badger, not in a zoo. I see an actual badger. And I go, Jesus Christ, I'm actually in magic right now.
I saw a mole the other day for the first time. You ever seen a mole?
Never seen a
I've
mole.
only ever seen the holes. Admittedly, this wasn't a live mole. It was dead.
Well, no, I've seen dead badgers, man. This is a real life badger.
You ever seen a mole at all, though?
No.
Exactly. Dead mole. Cool.
Yeah, but come on. I see a badger.
It had bloated from decomposition.
All right, stop it. I see a badger. I'm thinking, this is bloody magical. There's no dead moles. I'm well
Almost
happy.
as much as a mole, yeah.
Yeah, a badger's rare, I'd say. But anyway, I'm walking alongside. I'm well happy. It gets steeper and steeper to the point where there's this big river and there's me on this kind of cliff edge and I'm sort of almost slipping in. And I'm like, oh, I don't like this actually. And then I'm like, I don't know where I am. And like, I start being like, I'm in these woods next to this. I know that roughly it's along here, but there's only a couple of bridges to get back to the other side, and I don't know when they are. I actually don't know where I am. And at first I'm like, oh, I'm lost in the woods. This is funny. And then I'm like walking through, and then I'm walking for like another 10 minutes, and then I'm like sweating, and there's nettles, and I'm getting like stung quite a lot, and there's little thorns, and then I'm like really sweating, and I'm like, oh, I don't have my phone on me, and I'm like, oh, I don't have my phone on me. And then suddenly it like, you know when people are like, oh, you got to go on, you know, everyone posts these horrible Instagram things like, we need to leave our phone at home and go on an adventure. Like I did that and it was horrible. Like I started being like,
yeah, just don't use it. People should just practice self-control.
Suddenly I was like, oh, I'm actually lost. I'm like actually like, and it suddenly flipped from this is fun to, oh, I'm actually lost in the woods. And it's like getting dark and I'm by myself and there's a wild badger. And I was
doesn't feel like it adds that much.
And I was suddenly like, oh, I don't like this no more. And then Jack, and this is something that in my life, always, when I want something to stop, it immediately can. And so I went, all right, I'd like this to stop now. I'd like to stop being lost in the woods. I'd like to be home. And I went, I'd like this to stop now. And then I looked around and I noticed I was still lost in the woods. And I was like, oh shit. Oh, bollocks. I'm actually fully lost in the woods. And then the slope started going up and like over a train track. And then I saw a train go really fast near my face. And I was like, I really actually don't like this at all. And I remember there was a moment where I started going, it's going to be a good podcast story though. It's going to be a good podcast story, which is some like sick psychological way I've learned to cope with hard things. So I was in the woods, fucking really quick train, like stung, like my leg really hurt. So I'm like, oh, it's going to be really, can't wait to tell Jack. It's going to be really funny. And I'm like properly sweating and I'm like covered in mud a bit. And I like keep almost slipping into the river and having to grab a branch. And I have to walk on like another 15 minutes and I'm like properly like, what the fuck? And then I see the way out, but the way out is through this army of these fucking like brambles and shit, this tiny path, and I'm wearing shorts and a t-shirt.
Well, how did you? Well, I wonder how did you get there in the first place with not braving that bramble?
Because you walk along the path and back next to the river, but instead this time I went over the path and through the big woods.
Why didn't you go back over?
I was too far in. I kept thinking I could turn back now, but then what am I doing? And there's always that inkling of self-belief that I have of, I'll do this. I've done this before, I'll do this. But before I was with locals, now I'm with me.
Right.
And I kept walking through and kept getting stung up and I was like on the bloody verge of tears, getting beat up to these nettles. And I was like trying to push through these brambles, getting all stung. And I was like, this would be a good podcast story. And it really, really, really hurt. And it was really scary actually, because I was like in the woods for an hour by myself.
Yeah.
I didn't like it at all. And I kept getting worried I was going to go on someone's property. And just a day prior, I'd fell in a river and I was like, what I don't want to do is fall in a river again because I had to like jump over these bits of rock. It was just not nice. And it just made me think we always have to keep our phones on us.
Yeah. No, I think
that was the moral
good.
of my story.
Like you can...
Tech is ultimately good.
I learned about a thing that there's like an iPhone mode where you can just block all the apps but like phone call.
Yeah. We need
maps.
Guys, we actually need tech. We actually need tech. Because I didn't have tech and I nearly died after like 20 minutes.
No, yeah, there's a reason we have it.
We need it.
It's really good stuff.
Great stuff. But that's my worst moment. I'd argue yours is worse. I wouldn't want a spider. I've always been so afraid of getting ants in my pants. This week, yeah, when I was in the woods, I stuck my hand so deep into an ant's nest and 50 ants went all over me. And I was so scared that I had ants on my bollocks. I was checking my bollocks every 5 minutes.
Why?
Why? I wanted to show everyone who's boss.
No, not why did you stick your hand in there? I completely get that. It makes sense. But I mean, why are you so scared of the ants being in your pants, specifically?
I just don't want ants on my bollocks. I don't want any creatures on my bollocks. I don't.
Not a single one?
All my bollocks have been through enough, and the last thing they need is a little ant crawling over them.
Another callback. We're doing so many callbacks.
Trying to make a home.
I was thinking, one, the fact that we've been doing this long enough now that when you have a bad moment, your initial response is to go, this will be a good story. That's possibly unhealthy, but a sign that we've been doing this a long time. And... talking about your balls.
And Jack, This episode is the 100 episode special. The team want us to review ourselves in a sentimental manner. This is what we will be doing, but first, I have a story.
Okay.
I have a story I've been waiting to tell you for 3 weeks.
Okay.
I'm incredibly excited to tell you.
All right.
I've been so excited to tell you this story.
Okay.
Okay, settle in.
Yeah, I'm ready.
I know I just told a long story, but I'm going to do 2 back to back.
Okay.
That's the kind of badness I'm on for episode 100.
Okay.
Are you ready?
I've been
Do I
saying
have- do I
okay
have
for
your
like
full
at least 2
concentration?
minutes. Yes.
Okay. The story takes place at 4 a.m.
Okay.
I have just landed back from Los Angeles. You were still in Los Angeles. You were still traveling.
Yeah.
I've landed back. I've slept from 11 p.m. till 3 a.m.
It's okay.
No, 2 a.m. I've woken up.
Ah.
I have a full day the next day. I'm very jet lagged and cannot get back to sleep. I've lied on the sofa. I have tried watching the new season of The Bear. It's too intense for me. I'm very jet lagged. I have sat about. I've been awake. Actually, no, this takes place at about 5:30, 6 a.m. I've been awake for many hours. I'm overwhelmingly tired. I cannot get back to sleep. But besides all of this, Jack, I'm very, very, very bored. None of my friends are awake. None of my family are awake. I'm alone at 6 a.m. and I've been awake for a very long time. Then I get a message from CG5.
Okay.
CG5, as you know, is a Minecraft parody YouTuber.
No, Minecraft parody.
No,
YouTuber.
sorry,
Come on.
no,
Nerdcore musician.
Sorry, CG5. Nerdcore musician, who I would say we know somewhat well.
We do know. You especially know. CG5.
I have had breakfast with CG5 once at VidCon, and it was pleasant. CG5, I'm at the level of closeness with CG5 where if I saw him at an event, I would say hi, but if we didn't say hi, it would be okay.
Yeah.
I'm close to CG5. I would have breakfast with him again, but I don't know him that well. But I like CG5.
Yeah.
I get a text from CG5.
Yeah.
It says, "Hey, do you play Minecraft?" I go, he said, "Hey, do you still play Minecraft?"
Oh, still. Do you? I was have you seen the news?
Yeah. What's news? What news?
Not. I'm more just about you.
Okay.
And how you play Minecraft.
Maybe
not the news, the internet.
Okay, well, it's fine.
I don't know. You play Minecraft.
It's all right.
Man. That's
okay.
like what you're known for. It's
Okay.
like your thing.
Well, I've got lots of things, but I appreciate that.
Mainly the Minecraft.
I mean, there's a bigger thing, but I have other things that are equally. Okay, anyway. I go, "Hey." He goes, "Hey, do you still play Minecraft?" I go, "It's 5 a.m. and I don't know why. I think I'm going to reply to this right now." I go, "Hey, CG5." By the way, I don't get a lot of texts anymore. Okay, it's worth noting. My Discord is like anyone. I'm incredibly easy to get a hold of. I text back CG5 going, "Hey, CG5, I don't really play Minecraft loads, but hope you're well, mate." He goes, "Hey, my friend Belle, it's Belle's birthday right now. We are all on Minecraft. Belle is a huge fan of you. Please log on to surprise Belle." I go, "Oh, I'm really sorry, mate. I can't log on right now. Just early in the morning, but I hope, I'm happy to film a video for Belle." CG5 goes, "Hey, log on, please. Belle needs this." I go, "This is okay." I go, "Hey, I'm really sorry I can't, but thank you, CG5. Hope you're well." CG5 replies, "Please." I go, "This is weird." I look at this. I'll be honest, I'm starting to get frustrated. It's 5 a.m. Nothing has happened. This is the first thing that's happened to me in many hours. And it's CG5 going, "Please log on." I go, "I don't want to do this." I don't reply. Then 20 minutes later, I get a message from Bad Boy Halo. Bad Boy Halo texts me going, "Hey, I know you're not on Twitter, so you need to know. I'm sending all of his friends. CG5 has been hacked." Oh, so I go, okay, interesting. I don't reply to Bad Boy Halo. Immediately, I text back CG5. I go, "CG5, I'm ready to get on." I send CG5 a video for Belle. It's shirtless. I'm shirtless on the sofa. I'm very sweaty. Going, "Hey, Belle, hope you're well." I don't know if Belle is real. I go, "Hey, Belle, hope you're well. It's me, TommyInnit. Thank you so much for watching my videos." I send that. I go, "I hope Belle likes that." CG5 says, "Belle would like that, but Belle would like it more if you get on Minecraft." Now, at this point, I decide. At this point, it's 6 a.m. It's been an hour. I start texting CG5.
Is this the real CG5 or the hacker?
No, this is not CG5 anymore. I don't know who this is, but they don't know that I know. So I decide I'm gonna talk to them for a while. So I go, "How you been then, CG5? After everything?" It sounded like a lot. when we met up in person, CG5 said, life, same as same. No matter what happens, life goes on. I reply, I don't know, man, not for everyone. Just been grieving a lot lately. CG5 says, makes sense. So what they want, their objective is to get me to log on to CurseForge Minecraft, install this mod pack, and they will hack and steal all of my data.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. So they say, Java, by the way, do you have CurseForge? Because you need it. If you don't have CurseForge, just Google it and install it, please. Or Prism. I say, oh man, to be honest, can I just join VC? I'd rather call and hang out first. I'm sure Belle won't mind. CG5 says, I'm not able to talk right now. Crying emoji. I say, oh really? What time is it there? CG5 says, 10:28 p.m. I say, damn, that's late for you with your 8 p.m. bedtime. So I'm trying to make the impression that CG5's given me lots of personal information.
Yes.
Yeah. I say, why are you up so late? CG5 says, because of B-Day. I say, oh, what did you get, Belle? CG5 says, a small mug. I say, with what on it? CG5 gives me that image of a small clay mug. Obviously Googled quickly, small mug. I say, OMG, that's so cool. I say then, wait, to be honest, I'm so jet lagged. I feel like I've just come off stupid. I should probably join like next week, or is Belle only online right now? CG5 says, Tommy, hop on your PC now for a sec, please. I say, I don't know. Don't you think I'll come off weird? I almost come off weird. Like I really struggle with new people. CG5 messages back in all caps. Nah, all good. You fine. I say, maybe I'm just anxious. I've been awake for so long. Nah, I don't know, man. I always seem so weird. CG5 says, are you trolling me or something like that? I reply, do you ever struggle liking yourself? I remember you really opened up in person. Then I replied, are you trolling me? The fuck? CG5 says, I don't know, looks like that, sorry. I say, what do you mean? At this point, the hacker gives up and says, never mind, I don't need your help. Thank you, Tommy. And I say, mate, I just booted up and everything. I'm online now. I can get on. They say, got CurseForge? I say, yeah. They say, can't screen share? I say, can you talk? They say, I will not talk. And they send me the mod pack. I log on. I say, by the way, if you don't mind me saying, you're being kind of short with me today. Are you all good? They react with a thumbs up. And then I get on, I join the VC. I say, in this call now with the hacker that's on mute, I say, how are you, CG5? They reply with that. An image of CG5's face. Going,
The image of CG5's
it's just very
face.
good. And then,
Very nice touch from the hacker.
and then I get in the call with a hacker and I go, look, I know you're a hacker. And they immediately hang up and delete all of our messages. But at which point I go, oh, and maybe because it's 6 a.m., maybe because I spent an hour and a half of my life doing this, they unfriend me and I edit my last message to go. I think this is where I lose because I decide I'm going to take like a moral high ground. And I go, by the way, hacking people is wrong. Then I also go, but hey, at least it's going to make an awesome story on my podcast. And then and then I was like, by the way, don't hack people, it's not good. TommyInnit out. And then I woke up like 4 hours later. I was like, damn, I literally had it all in the bag beside that last message.
That was kind of lame.
Where I had sent this really lame message like, at least this is gonna make a cool story. I was like, that is such a that's so lame. I was so really embarrassed because the hacker won. But yeah, that's what I did. There's a lot to that.
You know what's really funny?
Yeah.
I had this exact same situation maybe 2 weeks ago with a different friend, and I'm so upset that I didn't do more with it because what you've proven to me is that you can do a lot. You can do a lot. What did I say?
Who was it that got hacked?
My friend Rob.
Yeah, was it Robert? There's been a scourge of Discord hackings.
Yeah.
Robbo got hacked.
Oh my God. And it was, have you been playing Minecraft lately?
Yeah, that's the message. Have you been playing Minecraft?
And I just replied with a gif of Hackerman from that one movie with Hackerman in it. Kung Fury.
Okay.
I replied a gif and they said, lol, I'm not hacker. And I said, prove it. Say anything. Prove it. Say something only my good friend Robbo Funny would say. And he put, I don't know, ask me a question. I said, how many toes you got, gang? And he put, lol.
Yeah, if anyone gets hacked, you should always speak to the hacker for as long as you can.
But and then I put, give this shit up, gang. You ain't fooling nobody, and they blocked me.
Yeah, you've got if you just
I should have dragged it out.
Yeah,
I didn't think.
just waste their time. So
I should have wasted their time.
And always try and get into a really big, meaningful chat. Like, I just really
I
wanted
really
wanted them to like try and
and
console. I think I sent one message that said, "Do you miss techno?" and they aired it. Like, I always try and get to a really dark place. I always try not like what I always want is for them to think, "Oh my god, this guy's really not doing well. He's so vulnerable. I'm just going to give him good advice." And I always want the hacker to just be there for me. Anyway, that was I'm glad
that was a good story.
Thank you.
It was a very good story. It was worth waiting 3 weeks for.
This is a 100 episode special. The team want us to review ourselves in a sentimental manner. We'll be doing this.
The first question we've been asked to reflect on is...
And we didn't prep these questions.
We didn't prep these. The first question they've given us is, how have we made it this far? Which just sounds like...
weirdly passive-aggressive.
They're like, we're not sure how we pulled it off. Do you know? Are you sure?
No.
I think by the love and adoration of our lovely fans, and especially our Patreoners who we love.
I don't think that's what's done it. I think we both thrive off of routine and structure.
Yep.
And I think the 3 weeks that we've not been doing this, every Tuesday I've not been able to talk about me for an hour, and I've been very stressed.
Sleeping later. It's just been making me go to bed late, so I keep waking up at like noon and going to bed at like 4 a.m.
I think it's made us worse when we don't. I think it has made us incrementally better people, and we like that. So I think we
makes
do
me wake up early and have routine and reflect on my life.
Yeah, and I think that's good that we have that because we need. I'll be honest, Jack. I think we need this much more than the audience do.
How we made it this far? Personal necessity. We need this podcast a lot. And it's nice that you guys watch it, and I suppose it makes it all worthwhile.
But can I be honest? We would do this if you weren't.
I think we would show up and try, even if you didn't.
Yeah.
But admittedly, we like to remind you that the only reason we're able to is because you guys subscribe on Patreon, because it's the only thing that keeps the lights on.
Yeah, we would just do this in the dark.
We would burn ourselves into a financial hole. Doing this if you guys didn't watch.
You should see the pilot episodes, which I think are on Patreon, where it's filmed on one iPhone that's wonky like that in a grey room.
We taped an iPhone to a tripod because we didn't have an adapter to put the iPhone on the tripod.
That's what this looked like before the Patreon. So
yeah, we seriously we need the help.
Okay, question 2. Favourite and least favourite thing about doing the podcast?
We just said a bunch of favourites, I feel like. The routine, the structure.
I like the routine, I like the structure, I like the guests.
We've said this before. I think it allows us to be more ourselves.
It's true.
Than I think the characters that we would play online traditionally.
Yeah.
Least favourite thing is sometimes you have like a boring week. Like I feel like I can't just sit in my house and jerk off no more because like I've got to have a story.
Man.
Like,
don't say that.
Every week.
Now I'm imagining you just sat there in a room in a pile of jizz just flowing up.
No.
I hate that imagery you've created.
I don't mean like actively, like genuinely wanking. I mean,
you look like a Smiling Friends character sat there,
dicking around. Like,
that's still another word for wanking.
Just sat around on my sofa, all slouched, watching probably fucking Smiling Friends, and
jerking off.
Just eating crisps and just being a chud. Like that's what I want to do.
Yeah, see,
that's what I like. Like I'll be honest, that's mostly what I've done over the last 3 weeks while we've not been recording. Is sit and watch shit telly and movies.
Well, Smiling Friends isn't shit telly.
No, but it's ultimately quite brainless telly. Oh yeah, you really have to think about Smiling Friends, otherwise you may miss the subtle references. Fuck off. But like I just sit about. I mean, gaming. I haven't gamed.
You can do all of these things. This takes up 1 day a week. This takes up 1/2 day a week, Jack.
No, it's not the time that this takes up.
You can do this.
It's the fact that to have interesting things to talk about on this podcast, I've got to live life and experience things. And the issue is sometimes I don't.
Your least favourite thing is that this podcast encourages you to live life and experience things.
Yeah, because some weeks I'm bored of it, man. I want to play Crisis and eat crisps and drink.
Just do these things.
Drink Dr. Pepper creamy coconut. I just want to do this. Every day, I want to spend.
That's not good.
I want to spend my weight. I literally the other day I woke up and I wanted to play Crisis so bad. I woke up, I got out of bed, I booted up Crisis. I didn't eat for 5 hours. Eventually, I got so hungry, my stomach felt like it was burning. So I ate a pack of super noodles and carried on playing Crisis until I went to bed. I just want to sometimes I want to have a day like that, and you can't have that with the podcast because if I come on here and talk about that, I sound sad.
Yeah.
But I like that.
What's Crisis?
It's a game from 2008 they remastered.
Shaq, I think you need to get on your meds.
No, I want to play Crisis, man.
Fucking
I got through the majority of it in 2 days. I've been playing Cuphead. I get really, really frustrated at Cuphead. I sit on the sofa in my pants. The other day, I sat on the sofa in my pants eating a plain bowl of rice at 2 o'clock in the morning, trying to beat a level of Cuphead. I was that tired. I just kept fucking up. And I knew I should quit. I kept getting so close to beating it. I just kept carrying on.
How long did you play until?
Till 3:30. When I eventually beat it, and then I got in bed after. After I ate the rice, I'm like, I need to give 20 minutes for the rice to settle before I go to bed so I can keep playing Cuphead. But then after 20 minutes, I just was like, nah, I'll beat it in the next 5. And then it was 20 minutes later, and I was like, no, I'm going to beat it in the next 5. Cuphead's great, though. It looks good. It's cartoon.
I'd say my least favourite thing, there's not much I don't enjoy about it. I would say that you are consistently 25 minutes late to the prep doc.
But we get it all done on time.
Yeah, but
the only reason we were late to starting this recording by 5 minutes is because I was sat here in the chair ready to go 10 minutes
today,
early.
So I arrived at 11, I spent 10 minutes doing the work, and then I sat for 50 minutes waiting for you to be 25 minutes late and then have a 15-minute poo.
But
that's what I did. And then when you were here, you were on Instagram Reels like that. I think you might be like a baby. When you were finally here, before we were rolling, you were like, I don't want to burn my energy. And you just sat on Instagram Reels.
I didn't want to talk to you.
Look, it's a Homer Jenga. Look at Homer Rubik's Cube.
And I didn't want to talk to you because what if it ruined our dynamic? What if I got bored of our dynamic before we started rolling? So I thought, I can't talk to you. I've got to look at Reels. Also, just sometimes Reels are really good. Genuinely,
no, we don't have to talk about this.
We bang on and we bang on and we bang on about how bad the internet is for us and gaming and all this, and it's ruining our attention spans and making us stupid idiots. But genuinely, I went to Yosemite the other day. I went and looked at rocks and waterfalls and mountains, and I breathed in the fresh air, and I've explored the world, and I go to lovely events and I have great friends, but sometimes genuinely I want to sit in my pants and watch Instagram Reels, and it's that is better to me sometimes. It makes me giggle and kick my feet. You know what I mean? My friends aren't doing that. They're not making me giggle and kick my feet. They're not funnier than Instagram Reels.
What about 2 minutes ago when you were laughing really hard?
Your CG5 story was pretty good, but at the end of the day, Instagram Reels just delivers me shit. You know what it is? Instagram Reels delivers me shit. This is why I like Instagram Reels. Occasionally it delivers
you don't have to. You've been trying to explain to me 100 episodes why I like Instagram Reels.
I'll tell you why.
It's fine. I know you like it.
No. I'll explain it why in a very quick sentence. Sometimes it delivers to me something that's really funny, but ultimately probably a bit immoral, but I feel okay because I didn't pick it. The algorithm picked it for me. So I can look at it and sort of shake my head disapprovingly how did this get here? And and it's fine.
Question 3. How has our relationship changed over these 100 episodes? I think we have gotten a lot closer.
Yeah, we're a lot
closer. For better or for worse.
Yeah, I'd say that.
We know so much about the other.
We know so much about one another. We spend a lot of time. We spend more time together.
Yeah.
It's sort of
we have spent as you said when we were in a TwitchCon party, and we just filmed. You know what I'm going to say. We just filmed 5 episodes in LA, and we were both very tired. And now we're at a VidCon Twitch party where we just watched Tubbo and Dan Clancy have a strange spit at one another. I would say we have gotten a lot closer.
Yep.
I'd say we know so much about one another into a sick degree.
Where were you going with that story? You stopped that story. You were saying we were at the Twitch party and...
Oh, yes. We were at the Twitch party, and it was you and I, and we had just filmed many days of podcast together, and let's be honest, we were sick of each other, and somehow in this party of 200 people that we knew, we ended up in the middle, just me and you talking to each other. Yeah. And then you said to me, it's been a lot of me and you. And then you said, you know what? On the day I die, I'm going to look up at you from my coffin and say, it's been a lot of me and you, and then I'm going to die. That's what you said to me.
I said that.
You said you're going to look up at me and go, it's been a lot. And then I reflected, and so far, the past 8 years of my life have been a lot of me and you.
I said that. I said the way, yeah.
And not in a planned way. Neither of us have really tried it to be that way.
No, it just happens. You know? It just happens.
I've tried to work with so many other people. And it always ends up being me and you.
It just ends up being me and you.
Yeah.
I said that. I said to Tom, I said, when I lay on my deathbed, I'm going to look up and I'm going to say to you, it's been a lot of me and you.
And then I'm going to die.
And I'll die. Which maybe is a sweet thing. I don't know.
It really has. It really
What's
has.
next?
Yeah, this is another quick tale I've got. from my 3 weeks away.
Oh yeah.
I was doing the pub quiz with my family,
Yeah.
and this lady came up to us.
Yeah.
And this has never happened to me before, and I don't think it will happen again. Is this lady came up to us, and I was with my dad and some others, and we were doing the pub quiz, and she said, "I'm sorry to interrupt your family meal," and it wasn't a meal; it was a quiz.
It's in the meal bit though, the quiz, isn't it?
Yeah, but she said, "But I have to ask: do you prefer a smooth or rough vagina?" And I said, and everyone put their heads down, besides me and my dad, who perked up and began thinking. We were both very surprised.
One thing I'll say about your dad is
He will take a query seriously.
I really he has an eagerness to answer every question 100% seriously. And sometimes that question is, how are you? And sometimes that question is, do you like a smooth or rough vagina? And he'll answer them all with the same level of thought.
Everyone else looked down and was like, I don't want to be engaged in this, except me and my dad, who both went, And this woman was very drunk and was going, hey, I'm sorry to interrupt, but I gotta know. She was asking everyone in the pub quiz, do they prefer smooth or rough vaginas? One person went rough really aggressively, and I didn't know.
What does rough mean?
That's what I was thinking, and I was going, and I think we ultimately all
gritty. That'd be horrible.
We decided it probably depends on the person, and then I said, in what I think was one of the best answers ever, I said, whatever makes the lady feel most comfortable. And I was so happy with that.
We need to. I think we need to have you shot.
Isn't that a great answer? Is it because it's true? And I thought, yeah, I deserve 15 million subscribers.
Going back to reflecting on the podcast a bit. I don't know how to move. I don't know how to go.
I thought, I really do.
here.
Like, I'm the man for that. I actually am the chosen one. And I deserve it. I am Al-Mohaidib, or whatever he's called.
Madib.
Al-Sangaib.
The Lisan Al-Gaib.
I actually am that, and it makes sense. And I was like, yeah, fuck yeah.
Moving back to trying to reflect on the podcast, because I just don't know. I was thinking, what if you would summarize our dynamic? I think people would think I was the grumpy one. I was thinking about this the other day while I was doing dishes. So I don't know why that was a detail I just remember
It's
it.
a good thinking time.
Doing dishes. And I was thinking...
When you say doing dishes, were you just putting them in a dishwasher?
No, I was doing dishes. I do dishes.
You have a dishwasher though?
Yeah.
Why don't you just use the
Not
dishwasher?
everything's good. Some things want hand washing.
It's true.
Anyway. Glad you started with... so, I think people think I'm sort of a grumpy, miserable guy.
Yeah.
And for the longest time, I've been trying to say, no, I'm not. I'm not that. I'm not that. I'm a different type of guy. I know it comes off that way, but it's a different thing. And I realised what it was the other day. And in danger of potentially saying something wrong here, I want to say that I've not watched loads of this show. But I think in life, I'm a bit of like a Larry David type character.
What the fuck off?
I think that's what it is. I think I'm Larry David-esque.
That's what Owen specifically said. Tom, you're Larry David the other week.
No, you're not Larry David. Owen, is he? He's not Larry David.
No, Owen literally said that to me last week.
But you have... No, you're... No.
You think I'm David Brent.
Who?
David Brent.
Oh, you do get more and more like David Brent with time from The Office. But no, I think it's a Larry David thing that I got going on. He's just realistic. He's a realistic guy. Remember... He's realistic about things.
Yeah, but you don't confront people in the way Larry does.
No, but you know,
you just sit on it.
No, you know, like I felt but on the podcast, I'm saying this is the energy I take. It's the brutal honesty. It's like I watched the thing the other day where he said, it's that episode where I forget all their names. What's the guy? Super guy.
Sorry.
I don't know. Big guy. Has a crazy voice. He's from Curb Your Enthusiasm. What's his name?
I don't know, but yeah.
Grunghauser.
Yeah, Greg Summerhauser. Yeah.
Something like that.
Funkhauser.
Marty
Funkhauser.
Yeah, I haven't watched it much. Anyway, that guy, he has the sister that was in a mental institution. And she comes out, and Larry goes, "How is she? Is there anything I can do?" And he goes, "Yeah, there is something you could do. You could visit." And he pulls his face, and he goes, "What was that? Like some sort of empty thing?" He's like, "Yeah, it's just something. It's just something you say. I didn't mean it." And I thought that's the sort of thing I would say to you.
What?
That I would give you an empty promise of kindness, and then ultimately want to retract it on account of it's not what I meant. Maybe you would do that.
I
know.
think Larry David is also very grumpy.
Yeah, but it's justified with him. He's always in the right.
I don't think he ever is.
Morally, no, but I get him. I don't know.
The crux of the show is his moral wrongness.
Yeah, but the crux of the show is his moral wrongness. But how much you go? I just get him.
You've gone. I think people think I'm grumpy, but in my head, I'm not grumpy. I'm just, and then have named the grumpiest man on television.
No, but don't you watch it and always go? I get him. I get what he's doing now. I understand why his motivation.
Yeah,
exactly. So he's not grumpy. He's relatable. Why has it gone dead silent? Why can you hear fucking crickets in this room? What's wrong with this assessment of myself? I just think everyone always goes, "Oh wow, you're being such a stick in the mud." I'm like, no, but do you not get it?
No, I get it.
I think if Larry David was here, he'd shake my hand.
I don't think he would.
I like to think he would. I don't know why I'm gunning for his approval. I don't know why that's the guy I picked as the guys I look up to.
It's always a really old white guy that you like, isn't it?
No.
David Lynch, Larry David.
Okay, yeah, that's two old white guys. Stevie Wonder makes great music. Old black guy.
You'd like his approval?
Yep.
I can't decipher half of my previous notes that I write for every episode because before they
they're nonsense.
Yeah, I they just don't mean anything. And I could look at these now, and we've already talked about these, and I don't know what this means. Like, how's your resis going? Hitting the resis. Worst moment.
New Year's resolutions.
Me versus the train door. I won, but at what cost?
No clue.
I'm a drinker now. That was just one word I wrote.
Sentence.
I just was.
I don't
looking
even
through
save
these.
mine. I wish I saved them. I don't.
I have them all, and I currently in my notes I'm on episode 62. I've not been counting right.
I don't do. We're
gonna have to have another episode 100 when we hit 100 episodes in my. I have this folder that just has them all in. Park called me Leng. No clue what to do. Alpaca fucking horrid.
That was like the other week. How do you
I
not
still
remember
don't
this
know
one?
what. Like I can go. Okay, I'll go. Like
I remember that episode distinctly.
Okay, I'll go a bit early on. Stupid billboard. Stupid MetaQuest.
Don't be rude. It's right there. Sorry, should I be pointing these out? Does that spoil the references? I'm also kind of playing because they didn't tell us what these were, so I'm just...
Tag is over, I just found. Do you remember when I insisted on doing tag?
Yes.
I've also realised a lot, and this is something I've started, it's weird looking back on those things from a year ago now, because there was a 6-month period, Jack, where I was really, really on the wrong medication. I was on fluoxetine and it didn't work for me. It made me very manic. And a lot of the things I look back on now and go, wow, that's unusual that I did that.
Well, for example?
Organising tag games for
that
all of the
feels
people
in character for
our
you.
age. Yeah, true. Sort of. But they were very militant tag. This is another last note I made. Do you remember when the staple of this was how much I pissed myself? That was a real thing that we anchored around the content of our week. I thought that was weird because it's not anymore.
But you were having it. You were just drinking too much water. Still can't get over the fact that the issue at hand was Jamie. You were drinking too much water.
The doctor told me that's what it is. A doctor.
I can't believe that.
Stop drinking as much water. And I went, all right.
Well, they said I probably don't have Crohn's, so now apparently I just shit for the sake of it as well.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Which I suppose is positive because I'd rather not have Crohn's, but I would rather... it felt nice for a little bit to have an excuse.
We've both, since this podcast began, I've had 2 diagnoses. You've had ADHD.
1.
Yeah.
1.
You could have been up there with me.
Yeah, but no.
No.
I mean, it's they doubt it. It's still not proven as of yet. Could be.
Okay.
But it's unlikely now. Before it was likely, and now it's unlikely.
Okay.
But I don't know what it is. Is it worse to have a mystery illness or to have a bad one?
A mystery, I think. Because it could be the worst.
What?
Could be prostate cancer. It could be really bad. That's way worse than if you had Crohn's.
I think it's more likely to be bowel cancer.
Yeah, I don't really get what a prostate is.
I don't know. It's the muscle with which you pee.
Oh. Jack, what are this is the callback section now.
Okay.
This is our most memorable moments. We are going to go through each one and just talk through
And hey,
our reflections.
you guys probably know him. And if you don't, then you're probably here for the first time. You should subscribe and follow and stuff. Just thought I'd get that cheesy little moment.
51 minutes in.
Yeah, I figure if they're new and they've watched this far.
I don't know if we converted one subscriber from that. I think that might be a call to action that we gained nothing from.
No, I reckon.
I think not a single person here has gone, oh, I'm not subscribed, and then gone down and chat. I think every single person who's 52 minutes into our 100 episode special.
One viewer might have really been into it the first watch.
I don't think we have.
And they're the exact type of viewer I want subscribing.
I don't think we've gained
I
anything.
don't want bullshit viewers that only watch 10 minutes subscribing.
I think that was pointless. I don't think you should have said.
I don't want viewers that only watch 30 seconds subscribing to this podcast. Fuck off. I don't want them. What I want is viewers that watch the whole thing. So if you're here, I want you behind me. I want you at my wedding, goddammit. I want you behind me in every step of my life. When I buy my first home, I want you there to cut the ribbon. That's the sort of viewers I want.
You want friends?
No. Not many of my friends would even watch this far. Okay. I want people who watch this far into the podcast. They're better. There's something more.
Freddie watches this far. Freddie watches every one.
It's true.
Yeah, he was like, "What was Sinner like?" I was like, "I was telling him because he watched the Sinner rep."
Fair enough.
Yeah, and she's nice. I said.
She was.
It was a short chat we had.
Oh, with Freddie, not with Sinner.
With Freddie, yeah. He said, how Sinner is out. She was nice.
Normal length.
He went, oh, she seemed nice. And then we continued our conversation.
That's good.
Yeah, that's me and Freddie. Always at it.
Yes. So anyway, this is the section of the podcast where we go through memorable moments from the last 100 episodes. And Tom, I'll let you pick the first one you wish to discuss.
No, you walk us through these. I've
All right. Well, the first one they've put is the Bob Dylan movie debate, but I don't want to do that first because one, I don't think we'll ever get off of it, and two, like, did we just... Look, let's just leave it here, man. I want to leave it here today. You like the movie. I think it's completely, perfectly mid. I think it's like just so normal. The shapes, you see shapes sometimes. You reckon they look like that thing there.
Yeah.
I had one in my house, so I bought it.
I haven't been ill for a while. I think not long ago.
I got ill for like the past 2 months, on and off, just consistently all the time.
Yeah, you've always looked a bit sickly lately.
I don't know
like a
what
small Victorian
wrong.
Child. That's
and then I thought,
swallowed too much
I tell you what
ash.
it'll be the Crohn's. So I didn't think to investigate it. And then they said, you probably don't have Crohn's. I've got like a million issues I was attributing to the Crohn. I don't sleep very well.
Are you still not sleeping well?
No. I figured out I might have sleep apnea. It's a new thing. Medically, I'm a mess. I figured out, so it turns out I got a sleep app on my phone and it tells me information. Turns out sometimes in the night, I don't breathe.
Do you need one of those metal machines?
I think maybe.
Oh my God.
Because I don't breathe. This is what happens. I go to sleep, I go... and I breathe really heavy because I forgot for a bit. I'm genuinely so stupid. I was saying the Instagram reels aren't that bad. They maybe are bad because I'm so stupid. Sometimes I forget to breathe.
That's not good.
It happens occasionally when I'm awake, when I'm thinking too hard.
Gee, Jack,
if I'm really focused on a problem, I don't breathe. And then I go... It used to happen when I would play video games. There's a video my brother took on his phone of me playing Titanfall 2. I was really into Titanfall 2, so I'm concentrating really hard, and I kept doing this because I was holding my breath.
Yeah, I think you need to like get serious help.
Maybe. I sort of get by there.
What do you think if on episode 3 you'd have gotten help? Where do you think we'd be now?
Well, I didn't know about the not breathing thing till recently.
Have you had a full assessment?
No.
Okay.
Well, again, I only recently found out it wasn't Crohn's, and Crohn's leads to exhaustion and lowered immune system. So I was like, well, there you are. And then they went, oh, it's probably not Crohn's. And I went, oh, now I have 3 separate issues. So now I've got a whole slew of appointments to make.
Yeah, I haven't been ill in a while. When I get ill, I get really ill. I'm sorry you've been ill. Are you feeling better?
A bit,
yeah.
Oh yeah, the ongoing hand job bit. That I'm sick of it. Can you just not give me a hand job?
I won't under this circumstance. No, never.
Good.
But obviously,
No, but I don't want the hand job. You can't give.
I would never force it on you.
Okay, good.
But I know you'd come around.
Remember the tea?
What's the tea?
You never watched the tea video in school?
No.
Did you not? It's like every British child watched it. It was like there was a video about tea that was really just an allegory for consent that they'd show you in school, so you didn't do anything bad.
I can't emphasize enough how much I would respect when you go, I don't want a hand job.
Did you not watch the tea video?
I'm just saying, Jack, it's not an issue of consent. It's an issue of raw desire that we share for one another. Hand job.
I know. Have you not seen the tea video?
Eventually, the sexual tension would have to burst if it was just me and you on the planet. One day, it'd be like 11 p.m, you'd be bored, I'd be bored. We'd be like, go on, let's just try it. No. I've been kidding about it for so long. And then we would do it and it'd be exquisite.
I'm trying to clip farm. You've never seen the tea video?
I don't know what, no.
There's a video that they show every kid in school. It's about consent, teaches you about consent, where it goes, consent with sex is really easy. Imagine it's tea. And at first you go, what? And you go, imagine sex is tea. If you say to someone, do you want tea? And they say yes, it's okay to give them tea. And if they say no, and you force them to drink tea, that would be wrong. They don't want tea, so don't do that. But then obviously, I think what they realize is this allegory really works for the yes/no situation. But when it gets to sort of strange nuances with sex, such as you can't have sex with really drunk people, the tea allegory kind of goes out the window because you totally can give really drunk people tea. They might even want it, but
whoa.
No, but you can. Really drunk people are totally okay to drink tea when tea is actually tea. I'm not talking about sex now. The allegory
it feels like you still are.
No, I'm not. I'm saying that I think halfway through this video, they realise that the tea allegory really works with a conscious person who's saying yes or no, but begins to fall apart when you take into account age and drunkenness and all this shit that's very important to sex. And the video begins to fall apart, so they start having to come up with these weird situations in which they can apply tea. They're there's a point where they're like, and definitely don't give people tea when they're unconscious. Unconscious people don't want tea. And it's obviously, the video, it sort of falls apart at the seams right towards the end when the allegories kind of stop making sense and it becomes very blatant what they're trying to tell you. Because tea doesn't work for sex all the time.
Yeah.
I was drinking tea when I was a little kid. You're allowed to drink tea as a little kid. The allegory stops working at this point. So the tea video isn't as good as everyone makes out. Everyone's always like, this video is really good. It really teaches the lesson well. I'm like, yeah, it doesn't cover certain points. If you're over 18 and someone under 18 asks you for tea, you can't give them tea. It's just wrong. That doesn't make sense. What's that teaching me? It's confusing. It doesn't make sense. Why can't I give them tea? It's just tea, but it isn't just tea in this situation. It's something much more sinister. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. If someone's really drunk and they come home and they go, oh, I'm really drunk, but what would really help me right now because I'm really drunk is a cup of tea. You're supposed to go, no, you're not in the state for tea. What? It doesn't make sense. We can move on, guys. I realise that it's...
always wanting to move back to the Midlands, but never, ever doing it.
We're not going to do it.
We're not going to do it.
It's shit.
It's great down here.
It's so much better down here. We just have nostalgia.
Yeah.
You know that song, Nostalgia's Lie, that you was bang on about?
Oh, I love that song.
That's what it is.
It's Nostalgia's Lie, isn't it?
Yeah, we just miss growing up and being kids and the things we enjoyed as kids. Yeah. But realistically, this place is better in every way.
Yeah. Well, Tom...
I like that all these things that are really heated debates. We've had enough distance from now that we can just answer quickly.
Tom's eternal bathroom and kitchen renovation.
Isn't it still ongoing?
Okay, I'm going to tell you something now. When I moved into where I live, it's a much older place. Does this dox me saying that? Or a lot of places are old?
A lot of places are old, man.
I moved into a place that is much, much higher maintenance than I thought it was. And in my foolishness... After playing Animal Crossing and Minecraft, I assumed that if you went, hey, I'd like a new kitchen, it just kind of happens. I'd like a new kitchen, money, and then I have a new kitchen. But actually, do you know how much I've agonized over tiles in the past month? Oh, I need to get the right tile. Oh, this green actually looks different in different light. I wonder what this is going to look like in the white of my kitchen. By the way, I don't have a floor or a kitchen, and there's guys in my house every day. It's weird.
It's a lot.
Yeah, and so I think I just assumed it would be fine. I probably shouldn't have moved into a place that was half done up and gone, I'll do it up.
It means the place is a lot cheaper, though.
It does. That's good news. I'm not on a hunt for bargains. I was on a hunt for a home. But the good news is I'm nearly done now. But it has been going on for a while. And also, as you remember, like when I first moved into the place and the pipes exploded and there was fucking water all over me and Harry. And when I got really sick and then all the hot water went for a week in winter and I had to take cold showers while very sick and I was very upset. There've been a lot of problems, but it's getting there now.
That's good.
It is good.
Yeah, that is good. I don't know what to tell you. It isn't. I wouldn't have done what you did.
I now know not to do that again. It will never be a scenario that
I think when you buy a house like that, you've got to renovate it before you move in. Like, I think what you do is you buy it while you live elsewhere and work on it as a project.
Rent. I'm renting. Let's just say I'm renting.
Why would...
You
can't renovate a rented house, you idiot.
I can.
You can't.
Just say I'm renting because I don't want to,
You can't renovate a rented house.
I can. I'm really chill with the landlord.
No, you can't. No one can... The landlords don't let you do that, man.
See, if I go around being like, I've bought a house, it just comes off a bit funny.
What do you mean it comes off funny? You have bought a house.
No, I'm renting.
No, you're not. Everyone knows you bought a house.
They don't. I'm retconning it.
You literally... You went around calling yourself the teenage billionaire for years.
Like Ant-Man and the Wasp and the Quantum Mania when they're now retconning the Kang storyline because he abused his wife.
We all saw you get like 20 million views a day for years, man. We all know you could afford a house.
I'm retconning it. I'm renting.
We all know you could afford a home.
It's been retconned.
It's not even like subtle.
It's been stripped from the narrative.
Are you saying you're like Kang? I don't get it.
No, I'm retconning it. I'm retconning it.
You're the evil actor that played Kang.
No.
You and him are like in some way.
I'm retconning that storyline. I don't.
Because you did something horrible.
No, I've not done anything horrible. If anything,
but that's why we're changing the story, because you did something horrible.
No,
and we're changing the story.
Jack, we have to check now how the worm is doing. Worm, it's been 100
the 100th time. I can't believe that.
Yeah, well, obviously it's the 100th time.
Yeah, but isn't that amazing? We checked on this worm 100 times.
That's all right. He's moving. There's a lot of worms today. We are heavy on the worms.
I can see some on the back.
There's a fucking fuck ton of worms. This one's having a wiggle.
Yep. Bunch down the bottom. They're all down the bottom, none at the top.
Bunch of worms today.
Bunch of worms. It makes me want to play the game Worms.
Yep.
Guys, we've been with this worm for 100 episodes. And we wish to be with this worm for 100 more.
100 more.
And we wish to be with you for 100 more.
We'll see you all at episode 200. Or actually episode 101, realistically.
Realistically, that'll be the next one.
Unless you tune out for the next year and almost 2 years and then tune back in.
But of course, if you don't want to wait a week to see us again, and you actually just want to see us again in the next few minutes or seconds, you can join us over on our Patreon, where there'll be an extra 45 minutes of this episode where we have way more to talk about, as well as
we're going to get deeper. You know we're going to get deeper.
Favourite moments from you guys that we'll be talking about. So if you want to see us over there, we'll see you for $7 on the Patreon! This week on Patreon.
We have more memorable moments to reflect through, and then we're going to read through what the viewers have said. Could I forgive anyone for killing?
Yes.
I don't know.
I could.
I think people have had sex twice in listening to this podcast. Once at the beginning of the episode, once at the end.
Maybe.
Do you think if someone's ever gone through the Patreon and had sex 3 times listening to this podcast?
I don't know.
Guys, we have a new challenge for you. What we want you to do.
No. I learned to ride a penny farthing. Do you even know all the things I've done?
No.
I rode a penny.
It's a good thing to say to people.
Do you
even know all the things I've done? I'm going to start saying that to strangers.
I rode a penny farthing.
You
know what it is? You know what the activities bring me in life when I meet strangers?